Today we're going to attempt to get this really old set of sketchy Christmas lights working again. Let's see what we can do. Okay, story time. There's a really nice old lady that I have no association with. Just so happened to be tidying up her house because she was going into a assisted living facility, and one of the things she found was her mum's old Christmas lights. The story behind these lights was after the Second World War, the family were eventually relocated from temporary accommodation and sharing with people to a prefab house. Interesting wiki article up here about prefabricated houses. And eventually, after a couple of years, the family got themselves back on their feet with jobs and, getting things sorted. One Christmas, the mum bought this set of lights. So this is a 1950s set of plastic flower lights. These were quite popular way back when. They're opaque plastic flowers. This is the shade. It's integral with the base, and this little extra petal goes on there like that. The cable is quite stiff, quite a stiff cable. It's a matte green. The colours we've got on these, we've got yellow, we've got purple, we've got red, we've got pink, we've got white, we've got blue, and we've got green. We've got a video on these lights. You can see that up here. I've got a mint set that is still in excellent condition. Anyway, back to our story. They had these lights up for many years over Christmas, and they go up every year. They're very well used, and eventually things start going wrong, like bulbs start to blow and things like that. Eventually one of the bulb holders apparently melted, and then this was spliced in the 70s. As you can see, it's been professionally done with sellotape. Extremely sketchy. This light here, this looks like an early Winfield set of lights with the translucent cable, and this was added in. This is like a 60s set of lights. No cable protection on the inside, neither do these, and with blown bulbs and other things. Let's have a look what we've got here. We've got one here that looks like it suffered from some breakage. Can't see any meltage on any of the others, but eventually the set just got to the point where it was degrading so much that the cables were just pulling out of the bulb holders. This one's got a little bit of meltage as well. So the set was decommissioned. A lot of the bulbs were taken out and used for other sets of lights to keep them going, and it was just put in a box for posterity, I would say. And eventually she wanted these lights when her mother passed, and she got them even though they didn't work, and she's had them for many years. And this lady is in her late 80s. When she found them in a bag or a box in her house when she was downgrading, she found them and she's talking to a family member. "Oh, I don't really know what to do with these." The family member had a search for old Christmas lights, found our YouTube channel, reached out and said, "Listen, is there anything you can do with these?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I am not a repair service. I can't do repairs. That's not the kind of work I do. I'm not an electrician. I'm not qualified." And obviously, looking at the pictures that they'd sent me, they are not very good. They are in really bad condition. Just by chance, they actually are a local person. They're quite local to me, which was really strange. So I agreed to come and take the lights and have a look at them and see if there's any potential repairs we can do. But if there isn't any repairs we can do on these, I do have these. This is another set I've had for a long time. I have multiples of these lights. I got a lot of these in bulk buys where people have removed all the bulbs, and they're all in various states of repair and all have similar stories. This set in particular, see, this set is a newer set. It's got thicker cable and it's translucent, so this will be a 60s set. But this set looks like it is the same. So we have a matching set. As you can see, this one's suffered from a lot of damage, but we have spares, so we have spare parts we can potentially donate to it. But it's the lights which have cables hanging out of them, which perplexes me. But it would be nice for this set to live again, just so this lady can see them one more time, see her mum's old Christmas lights. I mean, these are over 70 years old. They're very, very old. And I mean, this one's come out completely. It's not even attached anymore. So let's see if we can get them untangled first, and then we can see what we're working with. So here's our plug end. Maybe we can keep them really old school, put the original, I want an original plug back on them. Braiding is actually pretty good considering. So starting from the top, there's our end light, and we have to fix missing bulb holder, which has come off completely. Broken off bulb in this one. We've got this one that we've got to find a replacement blue bulb holder for. I assume it's blue, we'll check the sequence. And we have a lot of these loose petals which keep falling off as well. Can we do it? I don't know, but let's have a go. So, first thing I'm going to do is see if we can get the bulb holder assembly apart. So we've got the press fit brass bulb base, and I don't know if you can see they have teeth on them which dig into the plastic. We've done this before on olive cone lights, but olive cone lights have a convenient hole that you can put a screwdriver in to push, but this not so much. For example, here is an olive cone bulb holder. As you can see, they are just giant versions of these, and these ones aren't too bad to get out. They're the same concept. You can see the teeth that bite in, and you can usually just put a screwdriver in. You don't want to push in the middle because you'll break the contact in the middle and push it through. So you just kind of go in and then you push from the outside. You generally get them to pop out. And there we go. So you push from the outer edges, just like go like 12, 6, 3, 9, and you can get them to pop back out again. And then you can get them to go back in quite nicely. You see these little notches that they have on them. You can push them down. Keep pushing. And eventually you get them to go home. Obviously this is extremely sketchy, don't do what I do, I'm just showing you what I do. Always consult a professional or see if you can get an electrician who can try and fix them for you. But that's just the concept of how that works and how I've fixed them over the years. These ones are a little bit more delicate and a little bit more tricky to do, but I had a little bit of a brainwave from the last sketchy set of lights we had. You can see a link to that video up there. We weren't able to save those ones because we didn't have any bulb holders that were the same to fix them. But with this set, because these were quite common in the 50s and 60s, there are spares that we can use. I have this thing which I'm hoping might help us with our situation. Let's see. And there we go. Got the bulb base out. And that's all it is. Just a little thing like that. I mean, this is on its way off. Yeah, like that. So we need to do some soldering on this and reassemble it with the rest of the set. Put this bulb in here, which we can do now. There we go. That's out. We did get bulbs. These were all in the bottom of a bag. Apparently a lot of these are out the set. I have checked them already, and these are all the ones that work. There was about 10 that didn't work, but these have been accumulated over the years by the lady. And then we got this to deal with. It's an absolute travesty. So that can go in the bin eventually. And here we have our replacement. So what we need to do, we need to unbraid it because we need to remove the pass-through wire. So now we have this. Snip this down a little bit. And these are going in the bin. Then we got another light that we need to remove from its base. Oh, that one came out really easily. Now this pull method, this was something that I found from an American Christmas light YouTuber called C6 Lights. You can check out their channel up there. They're worth a watch. And I have no idea where this is from, but I don't care. It's come in handy as a nice little tool to remove bases. That's where we're going to end it today. This is part 1 of this assembly, and watch out for a part 2. We'll come back to these, we'll do some soldering, and we'll try and get this set of lights back to full working order again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all on the next one.